can stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what Banks said. I got the work on the avenue, they know what Tank said. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Prescott. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Seven yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Let's go. Monday.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the... And it moves the sticks. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Monday. Snickers, you got to spin.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Blue 30.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
4 down.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
4 down. Snickers, you got to spin.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 down. Focus. Double bump. These 2. Jack 16. 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Blue 30.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Let's go.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Single receiver.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add a a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Prescott. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Call it a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. They are in the second quarter down in Miami, and the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Flush trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Thompson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Now Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Show that bench release and go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Jack 16. Hey, 44.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Good. Let's go, get that. Let's go, get out.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down. Self out. 8.
Roethlisberger will throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Double, double. 8, 8, 8, 8. Snickers. Snickers.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Show that bench release and go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And now running right through it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And Wilson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Swing to the right. To the right.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Conley. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's coming now.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, 47. Good. Here you go. 26.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You're going 47.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Thompson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Hurry up, let's go!
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he works free. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26, 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Bernard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.